Now, if I'm clever, I'll swim underneath the earth while this storm rages, and I'm trying to get out of the. Oh, phew. So while we've got a bit of a break, I'm just bringing everyone up to speed that have been following the series so far on YouTube. Myself and Big Shadow basically quit our last base. We're finding a lot of glitch issues, a lot of frame issues on our last base. We get about 10 to 15 frames on our last base, and obviously it made it very difficult to move around, and you die very, very quickly just from fall damage, as Big Shadow was just saying. So we'll actually come over on Big Shadow's account and starting to create a brand new base, and we've actually got someone else can give us a hand. So yeah, welcome aboard, Ben. It's certainly good to have you on board.
Thanks, guys. Good to be here. Pretty exciting so far. I haven't played the game, so you'll have to forgive me as I ask all my questions.
No, questions are good. It gives us something to talk about, because it's one of those games it's simple to pick up, but it might take a little bit to to get a grasp of, I suppose. It's really it's about resource gathering, research, which we'll get to a little bit later on, and just managing your backpack. As you're saying, that you press Q to bring your backpack inventory up, and you've got 8 slots in your backpack that you can store your gathered resources with. God, English and words and stuff. So yeah, that's what we say, Q to bring the backpack up. Now to get out your tool, I'm sure Big Shadow's just mentioned, is that to bring out your tool to mine, research and resources. We're doing resources at the moment, of course. That's the E for Echo key.
Yep, I've got that one. Thank you.
Yep. And he was saying that you do have 2 additional more slots on your backpack in your upper left and upper right. Now you can either, as we're doing now, is fill those slots up with solar panels, because your power is always an issue when you're trying to mine things out. You run out of power very, very quickly. So I in fact got 2 solar panels at the moment just to keep that power up. But later on we'll create additional power or additional batteries, so we can carry on our backpack, which will increase the time that we're able to spend off tether.
Okay, great.
If that makes sense.
Think so. We'll work it out. Have a bit of fun along the way.
Oh hell yeah, that's what it's all about.
Now, Ben, if you want to follow the line out, I'll show you some of the things we find out here. For example, the wreck of a spaceship.
Cool.
And these are good in the early stages because it has dust storm. Go with Firmbie. Firmbie, do you want to take him down to the cave and get him safe?
Yep.
I'm going to duck into the spaceship. Glad I put tethers out here, I'd be dead otherwise.
Over this way, eh?
So what you want to do is just basically get off the surface and get away
into a divot type thing.
Yeah. And now this divot might not be deep enough, so
otherwise you get hit by the cardboard boxes of death. Ooh, coming in the hole. Look out.
So if you look up towards the sky there, Ben, you may be able to see the cardboard boxes of death zoom past us. Basically they're just a square Rubik's Cube looking thing that if you get smacked in the noggin with one of those, it's an instant death.
Okay.
I mean, you just simply respawn it back at the pod, but it's just annoying more than anything.
Do you lose all your stuff that you've got on you?
Good question. You don't. Your backpack actually falls on the ground as your dead body falls on the ground, and your backpack stays there. So you're able to go back to your dead body when you respawn and retrieve those resources from your old backpack.
Okay. Right. So while we're waiting, Q gets into your backpack,
Correct.
and oops,
Cave. Okay, lithium. Excellent.
So if you're able to, you've got compound on your back by the looks of it. It's just to go to the bottom section of your backpack and create another solar.
yeah, so that's what I thought. So how do I do that? I just press on the green thing in the middle.
Correct.
Makes it. Oh, it went there automatically. Okay, great.
And you can take that off at a later date if you so wish. But now the dust storm is gone, we can. And that's one of the good things about this game is, you know, the terrain modification, I suppose you'd call it. Now, not only can we dig holes, obviously to extract the resources that we want, but we're able to, as you can see over here, I'm digging a hole, but you're also able to add to it.
Oh, add stuff. Oh, I think I saw that on the quick little YouTube video I clicked on to have a look at.
Now there's also
see back towards base.
yes,
It's got the house icon there.
yes.
Will I be able to see that no matter where I am, how far I am from
Not
places?
quite.
You'll see it from a fair distance, but not from all over the world.
Yeah, so it's not like a heads-up display that shows me where my friends are and.
That's
that
correct.
kind of
You whether it's got to do with your render distance that you on your settings, I'm not too sure, but you'll see it from a decent distance, but not all over the planet.
And so I can see how I've got this blue cable that comes out the back.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to set up another one of those pillars that Shadow's been doing, due to the backpack, and then go across to tethers and make one of them.
Yep. Now, when you create tethers, you're right. You bring up the backpack and scroll through your
That was close.
through it until it says tethers.
Yep.
And then create, of course, or that middle button, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
Now those tethers will automatically select the top left-hand corner of your backpack.
Okay. Yes, I've got those.
Yep. So think of, I suppose tethers are like a lifeline or a rope.
Yep.
Yep.
Now I
now,
place it.
now to place them down, quite simple. You press on your T button.
B button. Okay. Is there an optimal length? Like I have to be still connected to place it?
You don't have to be.
You see the line there that comes up.
And when it loses the line, then it's too far.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Right.
Okay,
Nice.
now I've got a backpack full of goodies. You're gonna love these, guys. Titanium, copper, lithium, and all the goodies you get out of a spaceship.
Nice. Well done. Good haul.
Okay, now.
Now, as you can see there, Ben, again, yeah, exactly right. If you take your tether too far, it doesn't connect.
So isn't it? Yeah, it's just gone through the terrain. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep. Good work. Good work. So be warned, it is quite an addictive game.
Just like Rust.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to go for a printer first up, Firmbie.
Roger.
So
yes, I
when
do
all
have
the
a
slots in my backpack get filled,
Mm-hmm.
then that's all I can take.
That's correct. And so you need to return back to your base with a full backpack and get rid of some of what you've got on your backpack. I'll just fill in this hole here too.
So how do you fill terrain? Left click on the mouse or?
Can you see that terrain filling in front of you?
Yep.
Okay, so you basically put your pull out your tool if you haven't already got it out. That sounds more pornographic than it really needs to be. And you basically your green circle thing. You put on find a flat bit of earth that you want to basically, you know, what that's the level that it's going to take from, and then you press and hold down Control.
And the mouse button as well.
So you press and hold down Control, and then you move your mouse button to where you want to put it.
There we go. Oh, cool. Thank you. So you want to sort of fill in most of the big holes around the base.
Yeah. I like filling in the divots because when we come to A, you can fall down it and die. If the hole's big enough, you'll fall down it and die. The other thing is it's just another major hazard when we get into vehicle usage. And
we get jam buggies.
Yeah.
Alright,
Now,
so Shadow, I've captured all this compound.
Ben, is don't put lithium on any of these end pods.
Resin?
They will turn into resin. So we've got to be careful where we put the resin.
Okay, so no lithium on the resin.
So no resin on these pods at the end. Otherwise they'll change their state and turn into a platform like this here.
Here comes another sandstorm. Now we only do this as a hop in a hole basically when the sandstorm comes along, just as a temporary measure. Once we get up and running a bit, we'll be able to put some pods down, and we're able to just hide in the pods.
And the solar things on your shoulders recharge your power even though you're in a tunnel when it's night time?
They won't. The sun's got to be out to recharge those solar panels. The recharge you're currently accepting is actually through your tether.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it was a troll. The storm's moved off.
You got that report from the Bureau of Meteorology, have you?
I did. Yep, it's moved east, so New South Wales and South Australia and Victoria are going to cop that one.
Have we got anywhere where I can dump the compound?
Yep.
Shadow,
If you've got compound, just pop it on here. This platform here.
I've gone the wrong.
Anyway, it's fine. This platform in front of me is a printer, and we can use that to 3D print some of the items.
Okay.
So the little holes off to the side, we could put it on. We can put some of it there. I'm waiting for the sun to come out to power this up, and I can make some storage platforms to store the goodies on.
So how do I
I've taken my solar
okay.
panel and put it on here for when the sun comes up to supply this with power. Once we've got that, I can make battery storage, and we can make larger solar panels. But again, got to wait for the sun to come up. It will glitch across depending on what the panel's showing.
So you're not fussy which hole I put it in?
No. Here it comes.
Another dust storm. You're kidding me.
Yeah, this is the one out to get us.
So obviously the key thing when you do go down a hole to get out of the dust storm is just ensure that you are connected somehow. Otherwise, by the time you wait for the dust storm to disappear, your oxygen will be depleted pretty well.
And make sure you dig the hole that you can actually get out of again.
Oh, picky.
Yeah, I'd do. Cool. Massive, great big hole, perfectly safe for the storm, but then can't get out.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. It's here. It wasn't trolling us after all. Maybe it is.
Alright, so so the tethers are the things that we connect to oxygen.
Well, still stuff flying around out here.
What's the tank do?
Oxygen tank, so it increases your oxygen carrying capacity.
Okay.
And first up, I'll throw in a storage panel.
A generator obviously makes more power.
Correct, that actually uses organics. And
Actually, that's not a bad idea, to be honest, is to create a generator.
Copper for that.
we need copper for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to make a solar panel first.
Good call.
What does a beacon do? Does that make it easier to find our way back or something?
A beacon, yeah. We put it down so that we can find somewhere where there's a good supply of something that we haven't collected yet.
And a wind vane generates power, presumably?
It does. I don't think it's very good though.
Solar's the key one.
Yeah, we found the solar's the best. At this
And
stage.
batteries store more power in your pack.
That's right. Okay, so this is
you're all
3D
over it.
printer.
So that's all the stuff that we can make in our backpack.
Well,
Then-
we actually researched stuff as well, so we haven't. Oh, wait a second, lithium. Battery, Firmbie, what do you reckon?
Yeah. Well, there's two lithium there, so if you want to take a battery each, that's probably not a bad idea.
Oh, no, I was thinking of a big one.
Oh, right. Yep. Good call. Now, what? Just for yourself there, Ben. Just what Big Shadow's just talking about. There's, as you can see on the printer there, he's actually creating a larger battery. So it's obviously a battery that can store power during the day, and we're able to utilise that power of a night.
You can grab your
Compound.
spec if you like. They're yours, aren't they, Firmbie?
They were mine, yeah.
Yeah, you can grab those if you like. Beauty. And as you can see, it's starting to collect power up already. So we're going to make some storage panels like this, extra pods to go around. And for that, these pods, we need the resin.
Is that the resource that we want the most now?
It is. So what we're going to do is we'll probably wander off
I'll
along
come with
these
you.
lines and then go out to the left and right having a look and see what we can come across.
I'll come with you and you can show me what
Okay, well if we go out this way I'll show you the spaceship.
resin looks like.
Now, just hold it there for a moment. What I'll do is just throw a clump of oxygen on your backpack, just in case you come off of tethers, and
Okay.
that'll just give you a little bit more oxygen. You can have a couple of those. If you come off tethers, it'll actually take the oxygen off your backpack first, and then start diminishing the oxygen bar. See how that's aqua blue bar on the top of your backpack? Yep, that's obviously your oxygen. So it'll use the stored oxygen that I just put on there first.
Tethers down.
I pressed the
pick
T
those
button
tethers up
accidentally
again.
and now I can't get rid of the tethers.
There we go. I'll get rid of it. I'll just go
Okay.
put it down right over here somewhere.
So what?
The key to get.
Yep. What
So
you
once you make the tether, you can't get rid of it.
You can, yep, you certainly can. So if you bring your backpack up,
Yep.
hold down the control button, I think it is, which lifts the tether up,
Yep. Put it in
And-
one of the slots.
and then you can put it in one of the slots.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Oh, found resin in the cave too.
I'll come down and have a look what the resin looks like.
Yep.
But I remember the full damage. Thing on the ground.
Yeah.
Is this anything, Glenn? This
let me
thing here?
just see if you can pick that up. Okay. So as you can see there, you can mine that out.
What was that? Is that?
Now there's a whole pile there. But watch
that
out for the
resin?
end. You can go sliding down and it's a big drop.
Is that blue stuff resin? Is that what I'm picking up?
That's what you're getting. Yep, that's it.
Well, there's a fair bit of this stuff.
This blue stuff is oxygen. So that if you run out of oxygen, you can just mine that and it will go straight to your backpack. Oops, I didn't want to get that, but as you can see there's a fair bit of it. I'll just level this out a bit so we can... Okay, now it's obviously got a little bit dark and
Oh, I've just created a hole.
that's okay. Oh,
Definitely.
you've got, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now I'll just fix that under your feet so don't that one in. Oh, more resin there.
Away for the moment.
Now, see that yellow up on the wall? Just aim at that and just give it one click. Give it a click.
Long click or just a short one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now that's power. Oh, that will do. That's power that went straight to your backpack.
Worried I'll fall down this hole.
Yeah, maybe clear away.
But that looks scary. Oh, I got a bit of resin then. Should I just go back to base and...
Is it full, your backpack?
Nope.
You can get some more if you want.
Right.
Wait a second, I'll just... I'll grab this.
Uh-oh.
There's a plant.
Uh-oh.
You're dead.
I've just fallen through the earth.
Have you?
Now, if I'm clever, I'll swim underneath the earth while this storm rages, and trying to get out of the... Oh, phew.
Oh, did you dig a hole and find a and fall through the earth that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big massive subterranean cave underneath this one. I haven't seen it before. It's like the it's hollow.
That oxygen you gave me certainly came in handy. Alrighty. Quite a beautiful looking game, isn't it?
Very colourful. Now there are some plants around that do try to kill you.
Oh, now you tell me.
Oh, you won't find them too much up top. They're in the caves.
Alright,
One
so
will release
Shadow...
poison gas.
Yep. I'm near the spaceship, what I think is a spaceship, and there's next to it is some blue bubbles with an arrow pointing downwards.
Okay, now if you point at that, that's oxygen.
Yep.
And you'll only get 2 hits out of it, and then you'll end up with a small component. Where's the one? This one. Okay, we're getting out to the length of this tether for power.
Shadow, there's like a gold solar panel next to the spaceship that's crashed. I
Yep.
pick that up or do anything? Can I interact with it, or does it
I
seem
don't
to be
think you
responding?
can. It's part of the ship, I think, and have
There
a
for
little dig
decoration.
around it. I don't think you'll find anything specific. I'll come out that way. Oh, dust storm.
Windstorm.
Ben, you can hop into that extended tether and hop into that
Puddle.
area underneath the. Oh man! Run!
Hiding in the spaceship.
I'm in the pod.
Yeah, underneath it. There's a.
I think it's an effective tactic.
Yeah, you might need to extend the tether to get air. And it does go down into a big subterranean cave, but I did fill it in a little bit, so it's reasonably safe.
Actually inside the cavity of the ship.
Oh, that's okay then.
Now you learn very quickly there, Ben. If Big Shadow says, "Are you reasonably safe?"
It means I'm not.
That means you're not.
It means I've died there, but you're smarter than I am, so you're reasonably safe.
Wow, that is a big hole.
When the wind sound goes, it starts to come out again, generally.
Yeah. Looks like someone was mining resin down here.
That was probably me. That the big cave near, not too far from the base.
Yeah.
That was me.
I think you must be above me somewhere.
Gone from that area. Be careful because underneath that is hollow. It seems to be a big cavernous area.
Oh, okay. I won't dig out any further. I'll leave that up to you, just so I'm not digging where you're digging and digs out to oblivion.
Yeah, sorry. You survived?
Yep. So far so good.
Right. Going back to base with some resin and some power. I don't know whether the power's worth collecting, but I got it.
Yeah, it is at this stage of the game. As you can see, the lines, the tether lines, were blue and yellow.
Yep.
That means there's a shortage going through. Now, Firmbie, hope you don't mind. I'll just kick out these pods a bit more.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll put a couple of pods on there. No, you're very good at town planning, so I'll leave the town planning part up to yourself.
Yep. And we'll let Ben do it later.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no, certainly teach him how to put pods down and how to print things.
Yep. Actually, Ben, if you want to come up this end,
Yep. Should I bring
towards
stuff with me?
the platform.
Yeah, take the stuff with you because he'll probably show you how to print a storage rack. Would be my guess.
Affirmative. Yeah.
Now I could just show you. There's a handy little hint there, Ben. If you want to pick something up, one way is actually to obviously left click it and it hovers in the air and you put it over your backpack.
Yep.
That's one way. The other way is to hold down your what's that? Shift button.
Yep. And it goes automatically.
And it goes automatically.
That's good. Yeah.
And that's anything that you interact with, whether it's a tether. If you want to pick something up, you press and hold your return button and then left click on it, and it
Wow, I just learned something myself.
auto clicks, if you want to call it that. Yeah. Just says picking it up and putting it on, picking it up, putting it on.
That thing out there, Shadow, looks interesting, doesn't it? That
What's that,
box
mate?
thing out on the horizon there's a box purple boxy thing where the stars are
yeah,
coming
we'll go out there in a second.
Alright.
Okay, so this
Oh,
is a platform. We get to make a few of them. And as you can see there, if you cycle through it, you can click on the different things we can make.
okay. So this is in addition to what you can craft out of your backpack.
Yep. So if you cycle through that, just have a look. Battery, generator, one seat for the vehicle, solar panel.
Is that a
And
larger solar
storage.
panel
Now-
than...
Yep. Go for storage, and see the I button. It
Yep.
takes 2 compound to make that. And if you pick that up, and we'll go stick it on one of these pods down here. Stick it on there. Just this one. The second to last one. And then you have somewhere to store your stuff when you bring it back.
Okay, great, thank you.
And we're going to need quite a few of those eventually. And hence that's what the resin and the... Now that's power. And you watch it queuing it up. It's recharging the battery over there. Look at the battery. It's taking power from those and actually recharging it.
Where's the battery? Is that this? Oh, this is this thing here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and the sun's come up, so we're getting some solar as well now.
We put some storage on the battery and then put the power into the storage. And you feed the power straight into the battery?
No, it's got to go.
Do a storage unit first and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you able to collect this resin that's sitting here on this pod?
Where's it?
Well, there's two slots on this pod here. One is there you go. Someone's picked it up.
Organic.
Organic, sorry.
Oh yeah, yep. I was going to say resin. I could do with that.
Oh, there's some resin over here.
Yes.
I've got one resin on my backpack. Do you need it?
Yeah, I was going to put out a couple more out this way.
Yeah, just on the ground here.
Left and right.
There you go. Now I've got a backpack full of compound, so I'll just put on this storage rack for the time being. Actually, I'll put on the storage rack down next to the printer because at this sort of early game we tend to use the compound fairly quickly by printing things.
Yeah. Again, what I'll do is I'll run the resources this way, and maybe the printing items along a row here, so we can just have storage racks all down the centre aisle again.
Next time you make a platform, I'll just maybe grab Ben and show him sort of how to do that. And
Yeah, we'll get Ben to do it.
yeah, oh, get Ben.
Sorry
Yeah,
guys, I had
Exactly.
to mute you for a tick. So can I take one of these compounds? Because
Of
to
course
make
you
some
can.
more tethers.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. You don't be shy. Just grab what you need, man.
Those tethers are quite useful, aren't they?
Now, this particular location where we spawned, we are a long way away from some of the plants. It's definitely going to be a vehicle planet, which is good.
I might do some tethers over in this direction and see what's over here.
Whereabouts are you?
Going, I guess, south, going south from the table thing that makes stuff.
Yeah, go from this point. You know how to get directions? If you
Compass
click on
below
the aim it at yourself, it shows you north, south, east, and west.
Right. Alright, I'll go south for a bit. Unless you want me to do something else.
South, you just go off at 90 degrees, straight out that way. Yep. And I'm going to look back down that cave and see if I can find a way to get down to the lower levels.
Now, what's been actually located? I think you're aiming for that big purpley spiky thing in the distance.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough tethers, but that was...
Yeah, I got a shit ton of tethers. We'll make it. So after you've depleted yours, I'll start breaking mine out. But what that is actually a renewable energy source of
dust
resin. Just bugger.
Yeah, it is.
Can't kill each other with your tools, can you?
No. So what we're referring to is that purpley thing in the background is a permanent supply of resin. So you go and deplete that supply, and I don't know what the time frame is. Say it's 15-20 minutes. That'll replenish, and then you come back 15-20 minutes later, and you're able to harvest that again.
Thanks for your help, guys. I'd be lost with that.
No, that's quite right. It's
What we live for.
we thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, some people might find it uninteresting and boring, but no, it's
It's always good to start a new game and find out new stuff. Doesn't like you looking at your backpack in a cave, does it?
You got to move away from the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these caves are deep.
Where did that oxygen supply go? So should I just head to this resin thing then?
yeah, good idea. And that's one of the resources that we can never have enough of is both resin and compound. So if we're able to find, like you have, if you find a deposit of resin like this, it's very useful.
Right, so now let's get my tool there.
Yep, just press T, it should disappear. You tether there.
Now, I found that in this cave down the bottom, if we can ever get there, is a good supply of hydrazine straight up, which is good. And the other minerals, except it's a long way down.
So is that resin node depreciating as you draw it out?
Yeah, I think I might have taken everything already.
Oh, okay, it's not showing on my screen as being depleted.
Might just be doing it wrong.
No. Just put your cursor dot on those arrowy things.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not depreciating. Oh, perhaps it is. Is it working?
You have a try? See.
Let's see how we go.
Oh, it's working for you.
And you'll only get so much from that until it's fully depleted. Obviously, if you click on those arrowy things and it doesn't give you any more, then it's fully depleted. Now, if you pop over this side, just follow me. What would that be? Whatever this direction is. See how this big spiky throbbing plant here is? Now, we actually haven't spoke about research before. Now, under this particular plant, actually there's some more resin out there. Anyway, we'll do that in a sec. Under this particular plant, if you dig it out, can you see that big blobby thing that I just took out?
Yep.
I just need to get back on tethers to get more oxygen.
Could bring a tether here.
Yep. So that's what's known as a research. Now, once we get we'll actually need a research station, which we'll, do reasonably soon. But you actually put that rock on a research station, and obviously you click it, and it spins round and around, makes some funny whirly noises, and it will give you research on other technologies. So from that technologies, you're able to build more on your base.
Yeah. And it's only those things?
That's one. You'll find those either under those sort of plants, or you sometimes find So if you follow me over this direction, see how this big white pillar sticking out of the earth is?
Yep.
Sometimes you'll find them sitting on top of pillars like that. It really depends on what planet we're actually sitting on, but or you'll find them under plants underground.
Yeah, I've actually, when you talk about underground, I'm actually managed to build down to the lower level, and get nice poison plants down here, and resources, quite a few resources, which is good.
Now, speaking of resources, you've actually found quite a good pocket of. We got compound, and we got 3 pockets of resin. So basically, we got some resin right out in front of you. Compound to the left. Back in the middle with you. Sorry.
We want some of that power as well.
Yeah, if you want the power, yeah.
Grab it over here.
So what I'll do, I'll take that research back. Actually, I'll just show you how to do this if you like, just in case you do come across some research.
Yep.
I'll just bring the research over to yourself. Now, all I'm doing here is I haven't actually got my tool out. I simply put my cursor over that research.
Yep.
And you can lift it up.
Yep.
And then, yep, you got it. You're all over it. And of course, while you're to transport it, you just it just carries, just levitates, I suppose if you want to call it that. Now, this is where it starts to be a bit arduous and a bit grindy, where you go further and further and further out to get research, and you've got to carry them one by one back to the research table, which we haven't created as yet. But and that's where we look at creating vehicles and vehicles with trailers, so that we're able to make one trip, take the vehicle out, put it on the trailer and drive it back.
Yep.
But that's a little bit later. So I'm just coming back out to help you harvest all that compound and resin that you found out.
Yeah, I was going to head back because I've got
got a full,
almost full, but I've got a half full gun of power as well. So I'll drop it all back and then come back over.
If you guys have got resin that you've been coming in.
Yep.
What I will do is I'll get you to, show you how to make a platform.
Yep.
And that's all. In the hole. Where's the hole? Okay. Oh, there it is.
Right.
What happened to our hole?
Oh, is that the one I filled in?
Yep.
Is adequate, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
Ooh. We only made it at a time, didn't we?
Yeah. What I'm going to get you to do, Ben, is put down a. You're going to need the oxygen. Put down a platform.
Yep.
For refining.
So the platform is your.
Back in.
So the platform is your starting point. You can actually make that platform into any particular.
I died.
Oh no.
That's okay. Your backpack's there.
It crosses my body, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Oh, okay. If you just go at your back.
Yep.
Just grab your stuff off the. Yep.
What do I do with the old one? I just throw it away.
Nah, it will just disappear when you walk away. Might pay to run that tether down there. Yeah, good idea.
Step ahead of your shadow. Alright. Yeah.
Okay. So off this point here.
Yep.
As you look at it.
Do I need my tool out?
No, mate, no. as you look at it, you see the little nodules around the outside following you?
Yep.
Okay, I want them to follow you, not me. So if you stand in front of it at 90 degrees to the current line, over here somewhere. So
20 or 180?
Well, 90 degrees to that line there, and come straight out. What you do is you point your cursor at it. You have to get closer. Point your cursor at that last one.
Yep.
And left click. Okay, that's the basis of the pod. Now click on top where it says resin. You might need to take a there you go, and that puts the pod out. Now if you put 2 resin on that, it will turn to a platform. So put 2 resin on. Now there's the platform, and you get to choose what type of platform it is. So if you cycle through it.
So I've got a printer, but we've got one of those already.
Yeah. That's for research, so we can research. Next one.
That's it.
Smelter, which is the one we want, but keep going. Vehicle bay to build vehicles, and printer. So that's all we've got at the moment. We want the actual refinery, the smelter. And that's going to need to build compound. So we need 2 compound to build that. There's 1. And then click the I button. And that will charge up. So we can put some raw materials that we get out of the caves onto that. And basically it's aluminium and coppers. It will self-load, and when it powers up, hit the green button.
Cool. I've got some power. Do I put that in there as well?
It doesn't matter where you put power. It will just take it and build up. So there's our smelter.
Right.
On
I
this
have
side,
half
I
a
think.
unit. Sorry, just a question.
Yeah.
I have half a unit of power in my tool. Can I
Yeah,
get that out of the tool, or is
You
this
can't
too
get it
bad?
out. No. You can either get more power or just harvest something
Got
else.
it, yep.
Yeah. So on this side, we'll probably run another couple of lines of resin out this way, and then a 2 spaces, and put a research space out this way.
Do I get more resin from this? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we need,
resin.
as you can see, we need a lot of resin. Lots and lots of resin.
Now I'll be coming back with a full backpack of resin in about 60 seconds.
Shadow, is that good, or should I put more resin in there? Or?
No, yeah, move it out. We're going to move that, extend that one more line.
So one more resin, or just one more line?
No, we'll just put it on there. We're going to go out one more.
You want some resin in there?
Yep. And then from there,
Just
we'll come out this direction, and we'll turn that one into a platform. So that's 1 resin and then 2 on that one.
Sorry, guys, someone lights off at work. Fuck.
Sorry, say again?
I'm at work, someone just thought that they were the last to leave, so they turned all the lights off.
Oh, nice.
So Shadow,
Yeah, mate.
when I made one of those cable things that come out, get extended by the black tube,
Yep.
some of them had 2 slots for resin on, and some have 1 slot for resin on there.
Yep. Now when they're on the last one in the line, it will become 2. This one here hasn't been built yet.
Oh, okay, so if I put 1 resin in that one, it'll extend 1.
Yep. And then it will ask for
And
2.
2,
And that's
2
why
will
we've got to
make
be
up.
careful where we store the resin. if we store it on the last one, it will actually turn it to a platform when we don't want to.
Okay. And then when you put in there, then it makes a table like this one over here.
Yep, so if we can get 3 more resin, this will become your research table.
Okay. And we can use that thing that before.
Yep, this will become
Yep.
part of it.
Alrighty, I'll go back. Did you get all that resin that was over there before?
I think it's all been chewed up. Oh no, there's a whole platform of it there, mate.
Yeah, I just brought a backpack full over.
There you go, Ben. You can turn that into. Where are you, mate? You've gone off.
Back.
Come back, and you can turn this one into a platform.
I'm coming back with another backpack full of resin.
Oh, you're doing all right. So this one over here, Ben. No, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's okay. This one is a vehicle bay, then.
I don't know what happened then.
Yeah.
Trying to escape, but
okay,
it kept
we'll just
taking it off.
extend this one out.
Oh, so when you build it into a table, the other one goes.
No.
There one or more over here.
Yeah, we'll put that one on that one.
Go into that one.
Yep, 2 onto that. And this can become your research, and for that we need 2 compound. If you want to grab 2 compound, stick it on that, it'll become your research table. Okay, so that's powering up. If you grab that research, sit it on top. When it powers up, hit the button and cross your fingers. Ooh.
Round and round she goes.
I've got trade research platform.
Got a fuel condenser.
Yeah, I got fuel condenser too.
Well, I'm the king, so I reckon it's going to be trade research platform. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so Firmbie,
Roger?
we now know that what comes up on the host screen is what works.
Oh, that's actually good to know. I because we were getting that in past episodes where the announcement is different for each other. So that makes sense for whoever's hosting the game. Yeah. That makes perfect sense.
Are you looking for a mature and committed gaming community to share your passion with? Then 87 may just be what you're looking for. Boasting members from all over the world, all being able to enjoy a wide range of online games, from Battlefield 1 to Stellaris, World of Warships to World of Warcraft. So for all your gaming passions, remember 87. Links in the description below, and for all T's and C's, refer to the Code of Conduct on the forum's webpage. And now, back to my game.
Yeah, I'm just standing here because I'm just waiting for my power to regenerate. And that's why there's a large hole there. I've just dug out that complete hole of all the resin that was in there.
When I put my thing over the resin, red, and I've got power in my tool, does that mean I'm stopped from getting more resin?
Will, because dust storm. Because your gun or your tool only got a certain range.
Oh, okay. Other than looking at the colour and trying to work it out for myself, is there a way to know what's actually in my tool at the moment?
If you if you right click anywhere, and you can actually move your mouse around without actually physically moving. And by changing the point of view or your camera angle, you can actually see the back of your tool.
Yep.
So
you
your
can just
current,
know that yellow is power.
correct. Yep. I was going to say, and the yellow is power. Yeah, you'll get to know sort of what each one represents. You know, eventually. I wouldn't worry too much about it at this point in time. If we can get out of this damn hole. Oh, there's a big hole just right there. So you're still finding resin down there, are you?
Is that what these blue things are?
That's right, yep. The sort of blue crystally looking things.
Yeah, it's not letting me click on it when it hits the ground behind it. Is that because I've got power in my tool?
You're full, mate. That's because you're full of no spaces.
No,
I've
it's
got
still
two slots down the bottom.
yeah, you still got spaces. Wow, there's more resin out here. You've found the mother lode.
Can't pick up that resin. Yeah, I'm full. Back to base.
Yeah, if your tool doesn't overreach or doesn't reach far enough, obviously just take a couple of steps forward.
Yeah. Well, I'm full, and there's a chunk of resin over here if you want it, Firmbie.
Roger. Yeah, I can't pick it up either.
What I've put down, Ben, over here,
Yep.
is a trade platform that we researched. So we can load it up with stuff that we find and trade it for other things.
Who do we trade with?
Oh, someone in space, we don't know who they are.
Oh, okay.
We trust them, they'll send stuff back. They don't always, but we do trust them. So when we get some places where we just don't find anything, we can always do a trade.
Okay.
And it
when
all
we
depends
go-
on the value of it.
When we go offline, does the game just save where it is and we come back?
Yeah, I've actually got to be on to play this one.
Okay.
Yep.
Are there any servers as such, like where you can go on that's playing the whole time?
Don't think so.
No, not not that I'm aware of. There's two ways to play the game. Either create your own game, obviously
Yep.
on your own account, and then people that want to join you, as long as I'm pretty sure as long as they're a Steam friend, they can actually join you at any time.
Yep.
Or as we've done today is join someone else. So obviously this is on Shadow's account, and if we leave his account, or when we leave his game, all this will be saved. If you then go into your own account or your own game, none of this will be there.
Yeah, that is one thing with this game. That as Firmbie says, the Steam friend. Any Steam friend can come and join you on your world at any time. You don't even have to invite them. They just rock up and say good day. But if they're not friends, don't have them on your Steam friends. I think everyone's pretty well alright anyway.
If they become a nuisance, you just remove them, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if I'm going to go down and extend this line into the cave, if you guys want to come and come down and collect resources, research, and the rare minerals.
Yeah, look, give me a couple of minutes. I'm just farming out because, as I said, we come across some huge pockets of resin, and that's why we've got so much resin back at the base there. I've probably bought about 4 or 5 backpacks of resin back so far, just out of this one, out of this one pocket.
Firmbie, are you coming over this way?
Yep.
I'll just get you to show me something, please, or help me out or something.
Yep.
So over here in this hole where there was a hive of resin, I'm seeing half a dozen blocks of resin. See those as well?
No, I'm looking right down the hole, and that's actually completely mined out on my screen.
Okay. So on my screen there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks of resin. But I can't target. So obviously it's just a
glitch.
Glitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's not uncommon. Obviously.
No, it's only a beta game.
Yeah.
And then over here, just to confirm that that's in fact what's happening. Same thing. I see 4 or 5 blocks of compound. Can't target them either.
No, again that pocket's completely mined out.
Okay. That's why I couldn't pick it up before. Is there any purpose in just randomly mining parts of the ground to see if there's anything under it, or is it there only stuff under it if you've...
No, there's no harm in that whatsoever. That's actually quite a good strategy. You know, those underground pockets could be anywhere. But I think, whoopsie. I think BigShadow wanted to show us something over in his
Always trying to show you that.
Underground tunnel. Oops. You got more resin out there, have you?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, I've got another full backpack of resin, and there's actually a permanent node of compound out. What's that? West from where we are now.
That thing out there on the horizon?
Yeah, that sort of grey, gunmetal grey thing. We won't go out there at the moment because you'll probably run out of power, run out of oxygen rather by the time you get back. But what we might do, if you wouldn't mind, we'll actually go back and see BigShadow, and I think he wants to show us some underground stuff. Is that right?
Alright. Yeah, of course.
Is that right, BigShadow? You want to show us some underground stuff?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yep. Stand by. We just...
I got another 6 slots of resin then.
Yeah, I got 6 as well. So yeah, a very large pocket of resin that we just finished with. And this is where the storage racks that we created earlier come in handy. You know, instead of just, I mean, you could just dig a hole and throw them all in a hole if you wanted to, but it just keeps everything nice and neat and tidy if you've got storage racks, you know, made around the place.
Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter where you put them, I suppose. But you know, if you're able to put, you know, all the resin on one and all the organic on another, and not organic, but compound on other, you know, when you go looking for it, you can find it fairly quickly. But again, it's not a.
Ben's a pretty organised lad. Like I think you'll go along with that, wouldn't you, Ben?
Yep, I know someone that's even more particular than that as well.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yes, we mentioned him in a previous episode.
Okay. He'd love this game.
Go to bed and wake up and with all your stuff on your body in rust, and wake up naked with nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that.
It up.
Right. Yep. That's that.
No, it's not Ben.
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay.
Although I have occasionally been known to take some bullets from people, but not completely reorganise everything.
Now, Big Shadow, what direction did you go out in?
I'm at the tethers where the cave is, where it goes down to that cave. Towards the spaceship. Hello gentlemen, welcome to go to the left, otherwise you'll fall in a hole.
Oh, okay, the other left. Right, with you.
Yep. So I managed to get this down lower. And got a few tethers out. I haven't run them off this way yet, but
Wow.
do go ice skating down here. I just
these
turn myself
things.
around.
Are you guys seeing all this resin that's hovering in space?
I'm not seeing
No.
resin, but I'm seeing rocks hovering.
Yeah.
This thing over here that's like it's bubbles moving.
Yep. Now if you mine underneath that, mine underneath it. You'll have to go to the other side of that little volcano thing. And
Oh yeah,
you'll
there's another research thing.
Yep. And you can pull that out, and it can go up top. Down over this way we have poison gas plants.
Whereabouts? I'll have a look at those.
Yep. And again, you can mine out underneath. See the gas it released?
Oh, good thing it.
So we don't want to run into that.
What's that thing?
Research as well.
Get up.
And over this way, nice poison gas ones over here as well. And we look in the back there, we can see ores that we can get later. That's I've got copper on my back. I've already had aluminium. I think that's more aluminium over there. I can't remember. Titanium actually. So there's titanium over there we can mine as well.
We actually need titanium. If we're able to come across a pocket of titanium, we can all take a battery. All take a tank each.
We sure can. I might go across there now. I'm actually almost full, so I'm out of tethers as well.
I got tethers.
If we look across straight down the channel there to the right, is that titanium over there? Oh no, this is, that's hydrazine down here.
Not got any titanium. Here, I'll give you my pocket of tethers because you know where you're going.
Put my research thing on the research table and it gave me resin.
Yeah, you do get resources as well.
That was it.
Yep.
Tough, isn't it?
Can't always win, mate.
Why not?
Ooh, poison gas. Trying to get me.
Wow, it's pretty. Whoa, we'll go away from that plant that farts. I was going to say it's very easy to get turned around down here in the caves.
Yeah, that's what kept the lines going.
Worth getting.
I'll take some of this research back if I can find my way back. No, for the life of me I can't find the exit.
You're still on a tether line, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on a tether.
Can't find you.
That's right. I'll follow this line
I
here.
can see someone.
Yeah, I'll follow this line here. Go past the these plants that fart. Nah, I've spun myself around.
Yep, just yeah, that's a dangerous area over there. You want to go this way? Ooh, cool.
I can't actually see you, to be honest. Oh, you're over there. Okay.
Truffle.
It's up this way. Up this one.
I found a truffle under one of those plants.
Now you got to go up, Firmbie. You went down. On the
Ah, okay.
right-hand side.
Yep.
Storm out there. Up the truffle I found.
Truffle.
Yep.
Well, while that storm is brewing, oops, or thundering away, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break
You ready?
Yep.
and grab a fresh coffee. This one's actually gone cold on me.